Coming up, I'm going to tell you about the incredible evening I had with the managing director for Parfums De Marly, YVAN Jacqueline. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. This is Joel the Nose, and today I have a very special video, and this is going to be talking about my visit that I just had with the team from Parfums De Marly, New York, who is down in Miami for a few days visiting, promoting their latest release, Kalan. And I got to have and meet with 3 hours last night of basically one-on-one with YVAN Jacqueline, the managing director for Parfums De Marly, creative director. Many of you know who he is. He's just a giant in this niche perfume field. And he was there with one of his executive marketing directors, Anna, and so we had this amazing conversation last night about all things perfume at Osme Perfumery, as many of you have heard me talk about, with Maurice Locke, the owner there. So this was basically me and them last night, just talking and learning and sharing our passion and love. And I can tell you this, from this is the first time I got to meet YVAN, the passion he exudes for perfume and the entire fragrance industry. And we were trying all different types of things, by the way, at Osme last night, not even just Parfums De Marly stuff. We were going through all kinds of favorites of his and mine, and it was a wonderful, wonderful evening to be able to learn and soak in the knowledge of such a leader and giant in this industry that we all love. So I just wanted to share a couple tidbits of information that I learned from YVAN last night, and just to show you, here's a picture from last night at the store. I'll put it up there. So for those of you who don't know who YVAN is, anyways, couple cool facts. So when Parfums De Marly is creating a new fragrance, on average it takes them 2.5 to 3 years from the time they start thinking and talking about a new fragrance until the time it comes to market. So this is not like some designer house where they're coming out all the time, or even some niche houses that release a lot. 2 to 3 years it takes. So Kalan, for example, was just released a few months ago, and they're already working on the next one, which, by the way, I got to smell. He brought a little bottle like this. This is not the bottle. This is my own fragrance that I created, but he brought a bottle like this, and I can't talk about it because it's top secret, but I can tell you that it's going to be an exclusive version of one of their earlier releases, just to give you a little teaser, and it was amazing. I mean, it's still right here on my right hand, and it's, by the way, over a year, or about a year away from its release. So it's still in the process of being perfected, and it's amazing. So I'll just leave it there. So we were talking again about everything, and so it takes 2 to 3 years because of the collaborative process between YVAN, the marketing directors, the creative directors, the perfumer, everything that goes on. This is a very intense process. And then once they kind of get to a point where they agree on something, they let the fragrance macerate for at least 5 months. So this stuff macerates, it sits in. They want to make sure that the oils, the bases, everything, combines perfectly, because these perfumes, as you know, they kind of evolve over time as they sit in a bottle and macerate. So they let this sit for a long time. Another interesting fact, for those of you who didn't know about Parfums De Marly, 75 to 80% of their bottles, of each bottle that you buy, is going to be all natural raw materials, whether it be rose or sandalwood, hedione, whatever the material is, orange blossom, and the other roughly 20% or so are going to be different synthetic additives. But I thought that's very cool because this is a mostly natural fragrance, all their fragrances, and in fact one of their fragrances, or a few of them are even higher concentration that they've and that one is Percival that comes in the blue bottle. Percival is actually almost 100% natural. Now, another interesting fact. In each of their bottles, they put 2 or 3 notes that are not shown on the bottle or shown on the description where you would read it, that are proprietary just to Parfums De Marly. And they get it directly from Firmenich, which for many of you who don't know, that's the largest Swiss manufacturer of fragrances or fragrance chemicals, synthetics, also for for additives for food, different things. But it's a Swiss company, and they go and they get, and it's only sold to Parfums De Marly. So they put it in there, and that way they know that even somebody who's trying to copy, because Yvan mentioned that copying these fragrances is a huge problem in the industry. And so, as you know, the minute a bottle gets released, it's immediately taken through the different machines, like the chromotherapy machines. I'm saying that wrong, where they can shoot the juice and actually determine exactly what's in it. So this way, even though somebody can try to copy it and get very close to it, they're not going to be able to get 100% and really get the essence, because you can only get a couple of these chemicals in each bottle, or a couple of the notes from Firmenich, which only sells to Parfums De Marly. So that's very cool little fact. Also, just kind of be on the lookout. He and I were looking online at all the fakes that are out there. It's very rampant, whether it be faking, Aventus or Herod or Leighton. So when you buy online, you got to be very careful. Something I learned here, even showed you things that look very real are not. A lot of times people are trying to say what they call tester bottles that are really not tester bottles. So just be very careful, because when you do that, you're obviously still paying a decent price for it, and you're not getting anywhere near the quality. It's like anything else. It's like faking a high-end, bag, a Chanel bag, a Prada bag, or whatever. So that is kind of just my summary of things quickly. Obviously, we talked about a lot more. We talked again just about our passion in general, and smelled, just a bunch of fragrances. And I said I got to smell the new one that's going to come out a year from now, which was so cool to get the early scoop on that. But I'm going to be in New York next week, and I'm going to check out, and I'm going to go to their flagship store in New York. I can't wait. But anyone, hope you guys found this informative, useful, kind of cool, little different of type of video. If you liked it, please leave me some comments. Subscribe with my Halloween pumpkin, as you see there, who's telling you to subscribe. You don't want to have a trick played on you. Anyways, coming to you from Miami as usual, this is Joel the Nose. Hope everybody has a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.